Guys, so we are back at Gold's Gym in Bridgewater, New Jersey. I'm rocking my new wool heavy flannel from Gasp and Better Bodies. So we're gonna do a little explanation videos for you guys today. So what I wanna do is, my goal is through all my years of training and having my coaches and my trainers, obviously I'm filled with a lot of knowledge. You guys see me training in the gym with Branch, with Keon, with Martin, and we all have different mindsets. We have different training philosophies. Obviously me and Branch train very similar. Keon's different, Martin's different, Sean's different, you know, Joe Mackey's different. So what I'm gonna show you today is the way I train and the way I train with my training partners, or the way I would train somebody else. So we're gonna go through a shoulder, dominant, and chest. So this is a push day. It's my second push day of the week. We do the chest by itself on Tuesday, and then I incorporate shoulders at the end of the week. So we'll do shoulders first, and then we do some chest at the end of shoulders. So it's a push day with shoulder focus. So follow along. Joe, what I'm gonna have you do is do them like this. Look, have you do, but I'm gonna have you, instead of like coming out this way, I'm gonna have you come right from your side to make it, because it's a lot harder. Yep. Good. Good job. Yep. These are different because the way everybody does laterals, right, is they normally put the dumbbells in front, or they kind of leave them in the side of their hip, and they'll come out like this. You know, there is a couple ways you can do laterals, so I'm not saying this is completely wrong, but you do them here, or they do them like this, but you're supposed to set them back and do them from your hip. That's how you're supposed to do it. So what I had Joe do is come in here, like so, and then instead of my shoulders like this, so you're gonna set your shoulders back. And now when instead of the dumbbells being in front of you, set your shoulders back, contracting your scapula. Now your shoulders are right here, and you're gonna come straight up from this position. We're not gonna do this and come out to the side like that. We're gonna come here, and we're coming out like this. So in order to utilize the shoulder correctly, without momentum, without recruiting other muscles, you really want to keep that scapula retracted. And I know you've seen me, Branch, do them many different ways, but we both have very bad shoulders too. So this way will ensure that you're doing it properly, and you're not going to get fucking hurt. Good. Keep them back. So when he keeps them back, can't come up super high. If you're doing these right, you can't really come past right here, because when your scapula's contracted back fully, your shoulder motion can't really go above this because your scapula is contracted back. So this right here is about as high as he can go if he's doing it right, if this is the right way. You don't mind coming back and taking pictures after, right? I'll do pictures like the abs and shit. Good. 15 here. These are cable cross face pulls. So, or they're, you can call them rear delt cable flies, rear delt reverse cable flies. There's a million fucking names. I call them cable cross face pulls. So you're gonna grab the single handles and you're gonna cross. Now, what you have to be careful about is this attachment here at the top. They're very tricky. Sometimes it'll hit and throw you off balance. So you got to be very cautious when you do these, to pay attention. Keep your head up so you're watching your hand. So the whole point of this is to target your rear delt. So we're going to be here, and this is the motion here, and you're pulling with your rear delt. You're not pulling with your arm. You're pulling with your rear delt. So we're here, and then we're here, and then it's just here, and that's it, like this. That's it. So instead of doing a rear delt fly like this, we're coming up top and we're pulling down and really squeezing that rear delt. Now I got horrible shoulders, so obviously I do my best at keeping my arms above my head and straight, but when you got shitty shoulders, it ain't easy. So rear delts, smaller muscle. Can't really go super heavy unless you're doing like the rear delt pulses with the dumbbells. So we keep the reps around 15, sometimes 20, sometimes fucking 30. So for these, we're keeping them at 15 right now. A little higher above your head. And then pull, yep. Yep. Take a step closer to even. Yes. Good. Head up. Nice.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
we do that every time we go to a college. And they make new ones like that too. Actually, a latest one's it's way better. Way better. But you can't cheat. Like, if no matter what you do, with a fly, you're still a little bit. And once you're here, you can't do anything but your toes. I've been doing that for years.
Just a couple, it's easy. Come on. Again. 6. Come on. 7. 8. Come on. Drive it up. Good. I got it.
Come on. Come on. Again. Up. Up.
We did one set, 10 reps. We're gonna go up, do a drop set, and that's gonna be it. But a lot of people I see in the gym, okay, if this is your shoulder width, okay, then your hands should not be any wider than right here. So Joe's shoulders are here, so his hand placement is here. So I tell everybody to take your thumbs and find the grain of the bar and measure from here to here, because that is gonna almost put your hands in line with your shoulders. If you go super wide, now the load is on the joint and it's not on the actual muscle. When you go to push something, if you were gonna go push something away from you, if somebody was coming at you or somebody was falling towards you, when you go to push them, you're gonna push like this. You're not gonna push somebody like this because the strength and the power isn't there. So in order to get an actual shoulder press the right way, you have to, first of all, you gotta be in the 90-degree angle bench. Now when I do dumbbells, I will go slightly back. That's because for me, having bad shoulders, I actually have trouble getting it back. So what John had me do was put the bench back, or Charles, a little bit of a degree. So here, since we're in a 90-degree and we're in a Smith machine, we can't alter our body. So, the machine. We can kind of slide our ass forward a little bit, but this Smith machine that I carry one is so good that this 90-degree bench with this machine works perfect. You don't have to move your body. Joe's ass will be slid all the way back. He's gonna measure from the grain out, and you're gonna watch when he presses, he's not gonna press like this with his elbows. He's actually you're gonna watch him when he gets under it. He's gonna unrack it, and the first thing he does is he does this. He drops his elbows. Because when you press, you can't press like this. You gotta use your shoulders. So instead of going like this, you have to drop your shoulders, and now you're here. Now you can push straight up. When you're here, you can't do that. So watch when Joe unracks it. He's gonna unrack it, and then the second thing he does once he does this is it'll be set his elbows under him. One, good. See right there. See his elbows? They're not out. Come on, breathe. Bang these out. Just bang these out. Don't worry about it. Good. Again. Again. Good. Again. Again. Come on. Bang them out. Good. One more. Yep. Drive it. Good. You know, I used to train a lot more explosively, not as controlled, because I could. Not because of anything besides the fact that I was able to. I can't now because I have shoulder issues, back issues, so I have to change how I train. So if you saw, the first rep is going to be different than this rep because this we're doing a drop set. So the first set was slow and controlled. Now this set, I'm just going to lock and load. I'm going to unrack it and I'm just going to go until I fail, rack it, rip it, and then go again. So some I'll be more strict and controlled on. Some I just grab and go. So this is going to be one of those grab and go deals. So we're going to grab it and we're just going to go to work. So I go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Again. Again. Yep. Stay there. 2, 3. Okay. I got it. Come on! One more! Ooh. And so you got about a few ways to do front raises. You got a lot of guys will go here, they turn it as they come up. You actually turn it at the top, put your pinky up. I like it, Branch likes it, to do it thumb up. So the way Joe's been doing it, just keep your thumbs facing up, just grabbing the dumbbells in your hand. What you don't want to do is this. This comes back at the bottom. Back at the bottom and up at the top. Because this is all momentum. So same when you're doing lateral raises, see people doing like this, then you got people doing like this, you got to do them like this, right? And then you don't want to lose the momentum like this. So you want it here, and you're up, or you do one hand, stop here, up, not this. Because from here to here, you're not doing shit, besides letting the weight swing and then throw it up.
Good.
Come on. Yes, sir.
Thankfully, there's one place that continues to ignite my willpower. There's one place that I give the knowledge and support I need to grow.
Let's warm up.
Continue to become a better version of myself. This is where I discovered my passion, where I achieve success that made me proud. It's home. It's where I improve my performance, seeing the opportunity in every challenge. When doubt creeps inside, I think about giving up. I remember the heroes who also called this place home. Just like them, I know that every line is always a goal.
All right, so here we're gonna do a cable fly. People say cable crossovers, but you're not supposed to cross over. You cross over, then using your shoulder. So just standard, what we're gonna do at the bottom of the movement, you're gonna see me turn my pinkies towards each other, almost trying to turn my pinkies towards the ceiling. Get a little more squeeze in the pec doing that. So here. I got it.
All right, come on. Whew.
All right, so we're doing a standard incline press with dumbbells. Now, you can adjust the bench. You can do a higher incline, which would be here. Which some people would be like, well, that's shoulders. Well, this is actually a higher incline for your chest. So this was a Charles Glass special. He would have me do high incline dumbbell presses. So this is your standard. And then if you could do something called a low or a slight incline, which would be right there, right? So we're gonna do middle of the road dumbbell press. You guys are gonna see, instead of doing just a consistent like reps, I wanna do that, but because of my bad shoulders, because of retired, because of not being on certain things anymore, limitation on nutrients, because I'm not eating enough. So we slow it down, handle the weight a little differently, try not to muscle it, and try to control it the whole time. So we're gonna shoot for 10 controlled reps with 110 right here. No. I got it.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Good.
Oh.
Come on. And good, come on. Good.
All right, so doing something different for you guys on the channel, and we're doing some informative videos to show you guys a little bit more detail on how to train, not just grabbing weights. I mean, there's millions of videos out there of myself and every other bodybuilder training in a certain way, so I felt that it would be helpful to some of you guys, younger generation and some of the older guys that might be my age, give you some information of how I'm training now and how I train my clients, and kind of, if anything that I do could help you out, save your shoulders, help with any pain that you have. That was my goal here. So I'm going to be putting out videos like this once in a while to give you guys some in-depth look on how I train and the reasons why I train the way I do. So I hope kicking it with Quadro in the gym worked for you guys. So like, subscribe, comment. Quadro out.